G'day, have I got a story for you? Check the disclaimer. Season 1, Episode 77, Phenomenon. Previously, another scientist comes to take me, but the old woman insists on coming, saying that she will wheel me there because she doesn't want those stitches pulling out. Continues. The scientist rushes through what he has to do with me. It's awful. I'm glad that I don't feel it. The sleepy man is also brought in, still asleep. Towards the end, the older woman gives me another needle so I don't feel it, and gives the same to sleepy man. Next, we are taken to the doctor, who immediately stitches us up. Sleepy man makes such a fuss when he wakes, demanding to know what has been done and complaining that he didn't agree to anything, etc. He complains the whole time. Before we leave, he is taken to a viewing pane with the contracts held up on the other side for him to see. They don't want him to have access in case he grabs them and tears them up.
Is that all my...
He asks, confused. He doesn't remember any with his alone. They always have his and mine together. But they were also so they could hurt me, not him. The pilot and the scientist, who have come in to retrieve us both, answer affirmatively. He asks again, much more emphatically.
Is that all my...
He looks directly at me.
Well?
He's looking at me. He's speaking to me. What is happening? Am I in a simulation? Is this a fabrication? Why is he asking me? Oh, he knows I will tell him the truth. How does he know that? I decide to answer. Yes, it is all your... Suddenly he goes pale and wobbly. He faints, and they leave him there on the floor where he fell. He looks so uncomfortable. The older woman is carrying me up the steps along with the pilot. She still doesn't want me to walk. She sits with us in the helicopter, waiting for the scientist and sleepy man. She is talking non-stop about how big and bright it is above ground, and that she has never been in a helicopter before, even just stationary as this one is. She is hoping it will take a while so she can give me another needle to block the pain before we go. Why? She speaks again of Moira and the other children when she was young, but then apologizes because her stories of when she was a girl are mostly just boring, and says that the one that she told earlier was the only interesting one. I thought they were all interesting. The pilot asks to hear it, so I listen to it again. It seems a bit longer this time, talking more about the school uniform and children fainting on hot days with their blazers, hat and gloves all on. She's making the curtain moving seem spooky, and will leave it until the very end for him to find out that it was the indoor cat. Sleepy man and the scientist arrive, and as they're walking to the helicopter, she looks at her watch, then gives me another needle. When Sleepy man is seated, she tries to give him another needle, but he pushes her hands away. She tries to explain, but he won't listen. He spends the ride back continuously complaining until he realizes that the two men are ignoring him. With only a few minutes' silence, he starts up again, this time about the pain. I let him know in his mind. The woman tried to help you with that, but you refused and pushed her hands away. It is your own fault that you feel the pain.
Get out of my head!
He yells at me.
And stay out!
I can see in the pilot's thoughts that we are headed to that thermal layer, as he thinks of it, above the surface house. I don't remember ever being with Sleepy Man for this. I wonder what he will think of it. It is not really a thermal layer, but that's what the scientists told the pilot. He was told a lot of nonsense about thermal layers and also had precipitation explained to him incorrectly, on purpose. It amused the scientists that he believed every word they said. Just because someone has not learned about certain things yet doesn't make them stupid. I don't understand. Why do they do these things? This phenomenon is just another one of those odd things to do with the surface house, like the stump and the brick fence. The scientists are all sure that everything can be explained scientifically, even if they can't explain it yet. We're here. The scientist is looking forward to pushing Sleepy Man out of the helicopter after me. He wants to see the fear in his eyes. Why? I go to the edge. They usually tell me when to jump, but the scientist wants Sleepy Man to see me being pushed. I turn to look at Sleepy Man. Does he know that all these things happened to me because of the contracts he signed? He does. He just doesn't want them to happen to him. The scientist pushes me. Immediately I close my eyes, cover my face with my hands, and curl up as small as I can make myself. There it is. The heat. So hot, almost burning, and getting cooler and cooler. Oh, they're so cold. I'm in the surface house. I try to roll myself out of the way, knowing that Sleepy Man will soon follow. I think I am far enough over. Here he is. Sleepy Man is shivering and complaining loudly. A woman walks over to him.
"Will you be here for dinner?"
She asks, and without waiting for an answer, she says,
"I'll make dinner now."
She busies herself in the kitchen. I roll myself slowly onto the lounge room mat and watch Sleepy Man get up, mumbling about the pain. I thought he would go straight to his chair, but he is coming towards me. Oh, he rolls me over with his shoe, saying,
Stop looking at me!
Then kicks me in the back. He complains about the pain it caused him when he kicked. Then he goes down the hall to find some clothes. The thermal layer only allows bodies through, not clothes or accessories. He is not pleased that his watch is gone, but when he walks into the room, it is on the chest of drawers. Why did he kick me? What good did it do? None at all. It hurt him, and I will probably have a huge bruise on my back. I don't understand it. Why hurt someone more when you see they are hurt? I scan for my baby, but he is not here. I lay here, listening to the woman humming a tune in the kitchen, and Sleepy Man returns to his chair, still complaining. This is a new woman. I have not met this one before. I can see in her thoughts that she is very new. Maybe only a few days. She has the usual programmed memories, with one exception. My baby. She has no memories regarding him at all. Maybe that's why he's not here. She seems to think that her Subterranean name is Nuala, and that here she must be called by her surface name, the Mother. Why would they give her Nuala's name? Would it be because they've discovered that Nuala can't be found anywhere? Maybe I will think of her as Nuala too. Actually, no. I should think of her as the mother, because what people think, they end up saying. Am I a person? If I am going to call her the mother, then I should think of her as the mother. It's such an unusual name. I slowly roll to the carpet edge, knowing that I should get to the room where I so often have to sleep before the pain returns. I can feel it beginning to hurt now. I slide myself along the slippery floorboards slowly to the room, but the door is shut. There's no way I can get in. I wouldn't be able to jump up to reach the door handle like this. I lay with my back against the door and hope that both Sleepy Man and the mother don't come down the hall. I am cold, but that's not unusual. I wonder if the dog is here. I'd fall asleep trying to keep my mind on the memories of sitting on the back doorstep with the dog. We've often done that and kept each other warm.
Ah, here he is. I walk over to him. Will you be here for dinner? I ask, and suddenly know that his answer doesn't matter. So then say, I'll make dinner now. Make the food, I must, make the food. Make the food, I must, make the food. Make the food, I must. Why am I thinking that over and over again? Am I actually saying it out loud? I touch my mouth. Yes, I am saying it. Why? He and the girl were both laying on the floor. Why? Why did I feel such anger inside when I looked at the girl? Why did it subside when I looked away? I don't want to look at her, but I must, every day. Why? Why am I cooking for that man and myself, but not the girl? I must not feed the girl. I must not feed the girl. I must not feed the girl. I must not feed. I see the man going into my room. What is he doing in my room? He comes out with clothes on. Why are his clothes in my room? I hear his chair squeak, and snoring quickly follows. Make the food, I must make the food. Make the food, I must make the food. Make the food, I must. I walk over to the man and say, Dinner is ready. Why did I do that? He's asleep. I sit at the dining table by myself. Where is the girl? Maybe she is hungry. Maybe she would like his food. No. I must not feed the girl. I must not feed the girl. I finish my meal. Why was it hard to swallow? Maybe I should cover the man's food and put it in the fridge. I have to leave his food there. I have to leave his food there. I have to leave his food there. I can't pick up the plate. Why can't I even touch it? What is wrong with me? There's something wrong with me, I'm sure of it. It's like a part of me is not present. Lots of parts of me missing. I am lacking. What am I thinking? That makes no sense. Why can't I remember where I got my... what was it? PhD. What did I specialize in? Why can't I remember what school I attended? Why can't I remember my childhood? Who are my parents? Why don't I remember them? I finish washing the dishes and go to the laundry basket. I look up at the window in the laundry. It's dark outside. I have to go to my room and sleep now. As I walk down the hall, I see the girl laying at the door of the room she should be in. I feel rage rising within me. I hear my voice. I must hit her. I must punch her. I must kick her. I must hurt her. I must hurt her. I open the door she is leaning on, and she wakes up. She is looking up at me with such big eyes. The expectation. I look across and see the curtains in the room still open. It's dark outside. I have to go to my room and sleep now. I feel the rage within me quieten. I see the end room and wonder what is in there. I don't remember that room. I don't even remember that door. I thought there was a wall at the end of the hall. As I get into my bed, it feels unfamiliar. I don't like this at all. I don't want to. I'm not allowed to want. I'm not allowed to want. I'm not allowed to want.
I wake up and I'm in pain. I look up and see the woman, Nuala too. No, the mother. Is that rage I can feel rising within her? Is this it? Will I die? Oh, she's going into Lola's room. Oh, Lola. I suppose it is the mother's room now. Now that the door is open, I try to slide myself along the floor into the room, but it hurts. I look over at the window. Oh, no! I see it. The cloud. The cloud is there, or the mist, or the fog, or whatever it is. Please, not now. I am hurt. I feel myself raising from the floor. They have never taken me from the floor before. I only remember being taken from the bed. Oh no. I won't be able to even walk. Please, come back another time. Please just leave me alone. Not now. I am so high already and moving towards it. Please, I don't want to go. I'm not allowed to want. 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 I'm not allowed to. No. Oh, did I say that out loud? I hope no one heard me. Why am I sitting up on the bed of the surface room? What just happened? I look out the window, but there's no cloud. Was there a cloud before? What cloud? Clouds aren't this low, are they? I get up and smooth the bed covers. As I cautiously look each way down the hall, I realise that I am not in pain. Was I in pain before? I see no one, so quickly go to the back door. But as I am opening it, a woman comes in, pushing past me, and I fall over. Her foot steps on my stomach, and she also falls down. Oh no, is she okay? Yes, she's yelling. I quickly go out the back door, and as I'm closing it, I see Sleepy Man walk over and stand there looking at her. I go down the backyard and make my way through the long grass and prickles. I know how to get to the back corner, avoiding most of the prickles, where I can hide under the biggest ones. I check as I go past. The stump. It isn't there. Good. I hear the back door open and close, and I can hear that swishing noise that his favourite toy makes as he waves it quickly in the air. I can hear his footfalls as he takes a few steps through the prickles. I hear him stop, turn around and go back. The back door creaks open and slams closed. I wait. He has done that before. Pretended to go back inside, but waited just outside the back door until I came out of hiding. I can scan to see where he is. Can't I? What am I thinking? Of course I can't. People can't do that, can they? Am I a person? I'm a person, I think. Why do I remember someone telling me that I am rubbish and nothing? The back door squeaks open again, and this time I hear the woman humming as she walks to the washing line.
Hang the clothes, I must, hang the clothes. Hang the clothes, I must, hang the clothes. Hang the clothes.
It looks like I will be here a while, so I try to make myself a bit more comfortable. I am glad that it is windy, so if any small movements are seen, it won't matter so much. I am protected from a lot of the wind here, but I am still cold. I check my legs and stomach. Many scratches, and I can see that a bruise is already beginning to form on my stomach. Was I expecting a bruise on my back? No, why would I? I hope the woman doesn't see any of these scratches or the bruise. I don't want another smacking frenzy. I remember those smacking frenzies. She was suddenly in a rage, usually about something that made no sense, and she hurt me many times. Why? Was it this woman? I hear a noise above me and look up at the sky. I see... Oh no. Why did I look up? I should know by now not to look up. It's hovering there, just like a helicopter. I suddenly wonder if this is the 13th day of the month. This usually happens on the 13th days. I don't like the 13th days. What? Why? What month is it? What day is it? I know the year is 1968. Is it July, August? It seems like it's December, but what happened to September, October and November? How do I know that it's December? I hope it isn't a Friday. That would be very bad. I see Sleepy Man over near the house, watching me being taken again. He looks satisfied. I close my eyes. I don't want to watch him walk away. I don't want to see the woman, whoever she is. I don't want to see the small trees near the kitchen window. I wish... No, actually, I'm glad that the dog is not there right now. I don't want Sleepy Man to be anywhere near her, especially while he's got his favourite toy in his hand. I wish I was somewhere safe. There is nowhere safe. Safe doesn't exist. Oh, they are not pleased with all the scratches or the bruises or anything. And they are turning me around in their huge hands, examining me as though I'm a piece of meat. And their skin is so smooth. I am dropped into a small cage and taken to the, I call her the medic. She is so tall, like them, but she looks more like me than them. As soon as they leave, she carries me, still in the small cage, to another room about 3 minutes away, and I can hear her thoughts in my mind. How is she doing that? Or am I doing that? People can't do that, can they? Is she a person? Am I? It's like she's showing me what she wants me to know. Why not just speak? I ask her, what are you doing in my mind? She immediately puts her hand over her mouth, then puts her hand on her forehead. Maybe she speaks a different language. Somehow we communicate in our minds. She wants to know what the other children are saying. Why doesn't she just ask them? Suddenly I hear someone whisper, "Over here." The medic immediately takes me over to him. He is in a similar cage to me. We are both sitting with our knees up and bent over. It's very cramped in these cages. He whispers, "Are you the mind girl?" "I have no idea what you are talking about," I answer. We have a short whispered conversation, which ends with him begging me to look at his memories. I say that I will try, suddenly wondering if I actually can do that after all. Oh, I can. Easily. I see me in his memories. I've been here before, but I knew that, I think. I remembered the medic when I saw her. Oh, I suddenly remember more, much more. I can use my mind for things, lots of things. The boy whispers loudly to everyone, "This is her. This is the mind girl." I quickly think about it and go in and unlock every cage, including mine. That was easy. I remember unlocking cages and doors before, many times. The children disperse so quickly, all running as fast as they can. I can see that they all know what they're doing and know how to get away from here and back to the surface. And now I also know. The medic quickly goes back to the other room, taking the cage I was in with her. I can see that she fears for her life. When she is found with the empty cage and they discover all the other children gone, she will be blamed. But she still has hope. Sometimes that's all there is left. Hope. I immediately walk back to her and show her in her mind that I will stay so she will be okay. I get back into the cage and make it lock. She does not have any keys. They expected her to treat my wounds through the bars of the cage. She is so relieved and quickly tends to all the prickle scratches and puts a sticky bandage on the bruises and many other things. She finishes, and I can see from her thoughts that she is so grateful that I came back to help her. I communicate that I am also grateful to her for helping all those children. She shows me what is likely to happen to me if I stay, and I let her know that I already knew what they would do. But like her, I have hope. Here they come, 5 of them, 3 women and 2 men. Why so many? I can see from their thoughts. New ways to hurt me. Although I'm sure in their language it means tests, examinations or experiments. I scan again to check the children. Most of them have already gone, and those who are left are still waiting their turns. The man carrying the small cage I am in is swinging it, so it bangs on the wall as we go down the hall. I think he wants to hear me cry out in pain. Why? Why are so many people awful to me? I don't understand it. I never have, and I probably never will. I often see that if someone does something awful to another person, That person often wants to get revenge and hurt them back. But I haven't hurt anyone, so I just don't understand. Why are they hurting me back? Maybe I am the one who is supposed to want to get revenge. Is that normal? Is that what people are supposed to do? Am I a person? I understand that there is a perpetrator and a victim. If the victim hurts the perpetrator back, then they become a perpetrator, don't they? Why would anyone want to become a perpetrator when they know how awful it is being a victim? I don't understand it. I still have hope. Sometimes that's all there is left. Hope. Thank you so much for joining me with a cuppa. I really appreciate your company.